ChaosXSilencer is back. Now, I mean, let's get into this. He's talking about his top 10 best zombies maps. Now, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. This is not subjective. This is his personal top 10 favorites. And so, let's see it now.
The COD Zombies community is an extremely passionate bunch.
Yes, we
I have a ton
are.
of respect for that. That's also the reason why years ago when I did a listing or a ranking of my picks for the 10 best zombies in franchise history, I got roasted across.
I can't believe it's been 3 years since that tier list. ChaosXSilencer, we love you, brother. I can't wait to see this. This has been a long time coming, man.
Across YouTube and
long
Twitter
time
and
coming.
For multiple weeks. But you know what? We're going to try it again.
I respect you, man. Coming back.
Player,
hey, let's get it. What's your ask? What's your ask?
At least go easy on me
okay.
and my takes. They may or may not line up with yours because I will admit, I'm not a hardcore zombie.
He really has to state that.
But
well, listen, judging by the likes and dislikes of this video, I say you did a good job, man. Let's get it. I'm excited.
More casual about it than most of you, but I'm excited. Do my best to balance out my personal casual opinions.
He's laughing,
and the opinions of more hardcore fans out there. So you let me know.
Yes.
Your list of the 10 best zombies.
There's no Vanguard. No Vanguard chaos.
Drop
please.
a like. I know the meme is going to get put everywhere as well down there.
I can't see Vanguard in the top 10, man.
And
please.
I'm okay with that.
No.
I've accepted that. I can have fun.
I can have fun.
You have to be able to laugh at yourself. If you can't laugh at yourself,
love that chaos.
So
brother,
here we go.
I love that his sound is still my donation noise. I love it. His video was literally iconic. It was so good. It was iconic, man. Let's get it.
At number 10, drop
number
a like.
10. Let's get it.
Channel,
it better not be Nocturne Totem.
9. I remember when this map was released, a lot of people were worried that it wasn't going to play very well due to the fact.
Respect off the hop. I mean, not a lot of people put 9 in their top 10, and it's, in my opinion, the best BO4 zombies map. So many great things.
It was set in ancient
Love this chaos. Great way to start
melee only, but
yes.
Then when Black Ops 4 launched, we quickly discovered it was not melee only. It was
true. Whoever came up with that theory, come on, y'all. Like, why would they make a melee only zombies map? I mean, it would have been cool in hindsight, but it would have been cool if, like, you had to unlock your guns later on. Oh, that would have been sick.
Really cool map. 9 is that map that was set in Roman gladiator time in the gladiatorial arena.
It's really, like, just a trance when you know about this map. This map, like, doesn't really take place in reality. It's all a dream state, so it's kind of weird. I mean, you can understand that by seeing these 4 god statues.
Has a ton of unique mechanics based around that. I mean, the crowd mechanic where you fight off the undead, the crowd will react to how well you're doing, which was really, really cool.
Yeah, that was one of the best features of this map. No other zombies map literally has, like, an audience as a part of it. That was such a cool ambience and choice from Jason Blundell.
There's also a set of trials. You have to complete in order to earn bonuses, power-ups.
Yeah, the trials are great too. Always fun to do.
The movie Gladiator with the gameplay of COD Zombies.
I agree.
9 is a
fun Easter egg, fun everything, brother. Chaos, let's go, man. Stepping it up, brother.
Unique map that, honestly, I had to give it a spot.
Yes,
I actually remember where I ranked this map when I did my giant zombies map.
I don't think it was here, man. I don't think it was here.
I have a feeling.
I think Alpha Omega was here.
As I should have been.
Yeah.
Because going back and playing 9, it really is a fun.
I always say this. If this map was in the BO3 system, this would have been renowned next to Eisendrache as one of the greatest zombie maps of all time. It just sucks that it's on the BO4 engine. I will say, though, the BO4 perk engine with the 4 statues, the 4 perks, works well on 9, but really falls flat afterwards.
Fun map. Who's ready for Gladiator 2?
Yes.
At number 9.
I can't believe it. Number 9.
Call of the Dead. This map.
My boy, man. Chaos. Let's go. It's not Nocturne Totem. Bro, you put Call of the Dead like number 37 or something in his list.
It was designed with characters
Let's go, man.
in mind.
I love this.
I'll say that out of the gate.
Yes.
So in case you forgot.
Best BO1 map, hands down.
It features Danny Trejo, Michael Rooker, Robert Englund, and Sarah
Geller
as the playable characters. It also features George A. Romero.
Yes.
One of the zombies. On top of all that, it was also one of the first Call of Duty Zombies maps to feature a musical Easter egg from the band Avenged Sevenfold, who would become a heavy contributor to Call of Duty as a whole in the years following Black Ops 1's launch. So
I really miss that. We haven't really had Avenged Sevenfold, I think, since Black Ops 4. And it's interesting because we got the Replacer trailer recently for Black Ops 6. So it's like, are we getting Avenged Sevenfold? Is that coming, Treyarch? What's going on?
Right out of the gate, Call of the Dead gets a ton of nostalgia points from me. It does. For the number of fan-favorite real-world faces that it featured.
And just such an amazing map to have them on, too. I mean, it would have been great having them on Shang, but there's something about Call of the Dead, man.
So...
just the ambience, the
gameplay.
vibes, the layout.
That's where it gets a little bit iffy. A lot of people absolutely love Call of the Dead.
It's just the wonder weapons, man. Come on.
I'm one of those people, but a lot
Don't
of
hate because it's got bad wonder
weapons. This is
weapons.
actually one of the more disappointing maps in Treyarch's lineup when it comes to the actual map design
it's
and
true.
the enemy variety.
It's true. People hate on this map, man. And honestly, this map deserved more.
I can see where those people are coming from. I can see both sides of the fence here.
Me too.
There's definitely some issues with the map.
But hey, I'm not on that other side. I'm on my side of the fence.
It's pretty clear that Treyarch was relying on the spectacle of the landscapes and the playable celebrities to make up for the game.
Dude, we went from this map to a freaking map potentially on Mars or in the jungle, and then a map on the moon. Like, Call of the Dead was like really that last map in BO1, I mean, that was put into reality.
Shortcomings, but at the end of the day, still an extremely fun map. I think it's clear. I mean, it basically... No, maybe it doesn't clear everything in World at War. Who cares if the map itself isn't good?
I love this, man. Chaos, you're coming in hot, man. This is a great video.
As good as it could have been. You can play Danny Trejo, Rooker, England.
To me, this is like the evolution of World at War. You know, Black Ops 1 refined all of the bad problems in World at War. And I mean, Call of the Dead is like the precipice of that,
and you get to kill zombies together. I mean, that's pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
This is... I can't believe we're seeing...
It's a fan-made map, and it's like, it's what makes it so unique is that, like, with the characters and all that, and the BO3 remastered as well. Oh, just so good. This map is done so well, and literally, fun fact, Call of the Dead on Black Ops 3 Steam Workshop is the #1 most subscribed map ever. So that's crazy.
Cannot believe we're sitting here ranking zombie maps.
We're here, baby.
Number 8 today. What was the meme? I don't even remember. I said something was the best map of all time.
Kino or Totem, man. Kino or Totem. Bro, I hope he puts it #1. I hope he puts it #1 just for us again.
I don't remember whose channel. Was it Lexify or Lexify?
Yes.
Or Lex something?
Dude, I can't believe it's been 3 years since that video. That video was so funny, man. It's been a minute.
At number 8, Zombies in Spaceland.
Yes.
Now, there's a lot of hesitation from the Zombies community when it was announced in Infinity Ward.
For real. Listen, it was because of IW, right? People didn't understand how goated this map was about to be. Spaceland, like literally top 10 best zombies maps. I agree.
Take on
Should be in your top 10.
Myself
Amazing
included.
Map.
There was even more
just wish the wonder weapons were better.
Hesitation.
That's it.
When it was announced that Infinity Ward Zombies mode would completely be disconnected from the existing storyline.
Yes, and that was an amazing decision. Black Ops 6, you could have done the same, man. IW did it.
Whimsical tone than what Treyarch had been building for the previous 8 years. But
for real.
You know what? I'm going to say it. Zombies in Spaceland is freaking awesome. Takes place in the 80s arcade.
It's like the best casual map.
Easter eggs. I'm an Easter egg guy.
Oh, there's so many Easter eggs. This map has a glitch where you can get the exosuit from multiplayer in it. Like, no other map has something that crazy in it. Like, what?
I was all about that.
Yeah.
There's so many little mini games and activities around the arcade. And the design of the zombies was really, really good.
Also, like, keep in mind, like, IW did the HUD so much better, even in my opinion, than BO6. Like, this looks like a zombies HUD. You know, like Lee Ross cooked, man.
I think the gameplay loop of Zombies in
Spaceland
Spaceland is extremely addicting.
Yeah.
I think Infinity Ward did a great job of taking Treyarch's formula, but they made it their own, which is not easy to do.
Especially after Revelations. Like, bro, people were saying this map was better than Revelations, bro. We had GK, Rev, and Spaceland in a span of 3 months, and this map dropped, and people are like, yeah, that's better than the literal finale of the premise storyline. Like, come on, man. You gotta give it props.
The core of what made it fun in the first place.
For real. For real.
It's goofy.
Let's go, Chaos.
It's completely disconnected from the larger zombie storyline.
Yeah.
But if you just want a fun co-op zombie shooting experience at Scratch...
Zombies can really be anything, and I agree, Chaos. My man's spitting.
Old school Treyarch zombies, and it's chock full of 80s nostalgia.
Yes, sir.
I think this map was perfect.
It's great.
I do.
Yes.
Infinite Warfare gets a lot of hate, but I'll always defend...
Me too.
What the Zombies team did.
Spaceland Defenders. It just sucks that the DLC had to waver as well.
At number 7.
A lot of the DLCs.
Now we get into the mix of it.
Let's get it.
Gorod, Krovi.
Hallelujah! Bro, Chaos, bro. Is this the same guy? GK in the top 10?
This Black Ops 3 DLC map featured the return of Origins crew and heavily featured a giant dragon in the marketing. When zombies maps show off a giant set piece like...
In my opinion, Gorod and Revelations are unparalleled for the hype. Those two maps had the most hype we've ever seen in the zombies community. Spit your game, Chaos.
The trailers, it's usually
Spit your game.
It is. On whether or not it'll actually be that cool in the game.
For real.
But I think I can say confidently that Krovi lived up to the hype that Treyarch built for it before.
It's the last Ether original zombies map, and it's in Black Ops 3. It's literally, in my opinion, the last of the old Treyarch. Like, Gorod Krovi, to me, just ages better and better every day because of what we're seeing with, like, modern COD zombies, for sure.
Or launch. I mean, come on. Giant robots, giant dragons, the alternate 1940s aesthetic, and some pretty insane challenges that even the most seasoned COD Zombies veterans struggled with when they were trying to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
The map is a high point for Black Ops 3 Zombies.
It's an amazing Easter egg. It was so much fun to solve. The boss fight was amazing. The Easter egg cutscenes were amazing. The time of everything that GK happened. The hype was peak at this point in the community. This is literally like a moment that I know I've seen with the Smith Plays. I've seen him make podcasts, and we're like, we'll never reach this type of peak in the zombies community ever again. And we're all okay with that, you know, because it was just that good. That's why I'd put it personally higher. But hey, I'm just glad I'm seeing it in the video, man. Chaos, let's go, bro.
If you ask me, and it has some of the most memorable set pieces of anything Treyarch has ever made.
Yeah, 100%.
Of the map
100%
is the fact that the Easter eggs were probably a little weak. This was that era of COD Zombies where Easter eggs started getting very...
I mean, in terms of side Easter eggs, I can definitely agree. I mean, this is really when they started going towards the masks, right? This whole map, Gorod Krovi, was like a teaser for what they were doing in Revelations with all the different masks. And the masks were cool, but it's like the side Easter eggs in the previous maps, even like in Zetsubo, were much better made, in my opinion, than in GK. So I do agree with that. I actually do agree with that.
I was never really the biggest fan of, but at the same time, I do understand if you disagree with me on that. And
no, I agree with it.
The Easter eggs aren't more important than the actual gameplay and the presentation of the map itself. And
like, as long as Wonder Weapon's fun, which it is, Mark III's great, the Easter egg's fun, the boss fight, I mean, everything else GK does amazing. I do agree. The side eggs are here and there.
I think Krovi was Krovi was a fantastic
Krovi
thing in both of those departments.
City of Blood, baby.
Here it is at number 7. This is just going to be a wild ride from 6 to 1, and I know you're probably not going to agree with all
No,
of them.
I'm ready. Just not Nocturne Totem, man. I know Nocturne Totem was his number 6 spot on the list.
Hey, but
please
just
no
had to look
Nocturne
myself
Totem.
in the mirror, and I had to go for it. At number 6.
Oh, let's get it.
Ascension.
Okay.
Now this is a map.
Okay, I know he rated Ascension number 8, I think, in his last list. I've seen that video so many times, Chaos. Like, I remember where you listed them in the other video. Listen, Ascension is an underrated map. Do I think it's better than Call of the Dead? No. I just think, like, as time goes on, Ascension is just kind of forgotten. It was the main map that released the first Easter egg, but, like, outside of that, people kind of are forgetting about this map.
Map that has become somewhat controversial over the years.
Remember Ascension.
It was very experimental at the time.
Very true,
I recognize that my nostalgia is going to be playing a part in this where I place it.
100%.
Ascension was one of the first DLC maps released for the original Black Ops.
This was a great DLC one, though. I will say, like, coming off the steam of Keynote or Totem and 5, Ascension was an amazing DLC one.
And it was
I love Ascension more than like a lot of other maps.
Really started to build upon the original structure from World at War.
Yes,
World at War Zombies was super simple. Treyarch
it really went back to the core.
Ascension introduced us to a ton of fan favorite things, as well as some other things that did not really age particularly well, like the perk stealing monkeys that really should have been deleted from the game during testing, but we're not going to talk about that.
Again, though, Black Ops 3 does it great. You just spawn in the nuclear gobblegums, the nuke gobblegums, and it just instantly takes them all out. It sucks because on BO1, there are ways to use like claymores to get them, but it's not fun.
This was also the first Zombies map to ever have a hidden Easter egg, which was obviously a game changer for the mode going forward.
It was a big deal.
I honestly think I put in more hours on this map with friends than any other Zombies map, now that I think back.
I cannot relate.
On top of all the innovation, Ascension is just really, it's a well-designed map for casual old-school Zombies gameplay. The setting is awesome.
I'll never forget when my friends and I first played this map and we found PhD Flopper and my friends were going hysterical. They were dying that it was about flopping and exploding. Like, I don't know what made them laugh so much about that, but I'll never forget that.
Some of the weapons were top notch. There's a great map. I mean, with the map is a lot of interactivity. It's one of those maps I could play over and over again without
first map with 2 perks.
I did, although I would give
this map has more perks than all of Black Ops 3. You got to give it some sort of credit, man.
Frustrated at the perk stealing monkeys. It's a piece of Zombies history for sure. While I may get some heat for putting it this high, I don't know, to be honest with you. I have no idea. I'm completely out of touch with the Zombies community. I think
it definitely, like, for the OGs, man, Ascension is definitely one of the better maps. Like, I agree. I really do have a good spot in my heart for Ascension. It's just, you compare the DLC ones, like, of Ascension later on to, like, Eisendrache or, I don't know, even Rise. It's like, it doesn't have that same type of scale to it, that same grandiose nature, right?
Most of us can agree that it was fun, right?
It was fun.
We can agree it belongs in the top 10.
I don't know about that one.
May not have it at number 6 on your list, but since this is my list,
it's a good map, though. It's a good map. Like, nobody's going to hate you for having this in top 10, but it's questionable.
Now we arrive at the top 5. I'm going to go with Moon.
Let's see it. Okay, dude, I dog on Moon so much because, I mean, just look at your screen. It's just great. BO3 Moon to me is infinitely superior, but I will have to say, man, Moon is still amazing. Like, it just goes to show Black Ops 1's Zombies maps were just different. They were built different. Every single aspect of these maps were truly designed for just the purest zombie type of gameplay, man. I miss it so much. I don't think we'll ever get that type of development ever again, especially with what we're seeing in BO6. So, yeah, I mean, I will say, though, it's kind of sad seeing Moon kind of losing a lot of its popularity recently. I don't see a lot of people playing Moon as much anymore.
I mean, from the original Black Ops, Moon quickly became a fan favorite.
For real.
Unique setting, awesome Easter eggs as well.
Still one of the best finales in all of COD Zombies. Some people literally still think it is.
The addicting gameplay loop mechanics that you really couldn't get anywhere.
One of the best finales.
Yeah. Zombies in outer space. I still remember the trailers.
Oh, they were so good.
First time Call of Duty.
I remember them. Yeah, the OG trailers as well, like the Shang trailer, the Call of the Dead trailer, the trailers of them going inside of Treyarch and showing the developmental footage of Moon, and they would have like a zombie walking past the window. I was like, oh man. Goated Treyarch days.
Duty went to space. For a lot of people, it's still the best example of it.
Yeah.
Moonstar's the Ultimus characters.
Yeah.
And it's the 3rd biggest Zombies map ever made. You start out in Area 51.
I mean, not with Modern Warfare 3 Zombies now, but it's still one of the bigger zombie maps. I agree. For BO1, this was a huge map.
In Nevada,
for sure.
You get zapped up to the surface of the moon.
I mean, this was nothing compared to Transit, though.
The map has also featured the introduction of Mule Kick as a perk.
Yeah.
Give you another
Mule
reason
Kick's
to
a big
use
deal.
the classic Black Ops 1 ray gun, which is always a positive in my book.
Yeah.
I liked Moon. Still one of my favorite zombies.
PhD was amazing on BO1's Moon. I wish Black Ops 3 had PhD.
Ever. It's honestly kind of reassuring to see that the Zombies community at large still thinks.
Yeah, you can't hate Moon.
They think pretty highly.
Can't hate Moon.
So I can tell myself it's not just.
I think most people just kind of forgot about this map, which kind of sucks, man.
Moon is such
a big
I'll let
deal.
You debate down in the comments whether the original Black Ops version or the remake in Black Ops 3 is better.
BO3 is better.
But I think Moon.
BO3 just looks so much better, brother. I can't hate. He's like, don't hate me, please. I'm not gonna hate.
I'm worried about this one.
Okay, dude, let's go. From putting this at like number 48 or 38 or whatever it is last tier list to this coming up in the top 5, man. You know what? I gotta respect it. Buried has grown on so many people recently. The Easter egg is so much fun to watch. The super Easter egg. This map was just amazing.
Logically, this is the final part of the original Zombies timeline.
Yeah.
It was the
release of Victus.
DLC for Black Ops 2 back in 2013. You played as the Victus crew, have your first encounter with the Ray Gun Mark II, pretty standout moment.
And literally Jimmy Zielinski's last map, man. That is just so sad.
For old school Zombies fan.
Yeah.
Buried had some.
And he peaked. He peaked right at the end. He gave us a banger to leave us off with. I mean, hey, I love Buried,
mechanics in the
Buried is a top 10 map. Honestly, I have it like just outside of my 10, but man, I love Buried.
Systems
Buried's great.
which played extremely differently from other
Leroy
maps
was
in Black
so
Ops 2,
good
but
too.
I think it was in a good way.
Yes.
You ventured around the underground Wild West town. I like the Wild West. I like Wild West movies.
Dude, this map, we're talking about lack of aura in Black Ops 6, bro. Barry does not have any lack of aura, man. The sounds where it's like, ding, 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 ding.
I am biased towards this map since I love all that. I love the Western movies, but Buried was something special.
For real.
Treyarch nailed the atmosphere here. It's also one of the few maps that feature the time bomb, which
ain't nobody complain about the atmosphere on Buried, man. Buried is just legendary, man. And it's crazy because when you think about Buried, it's basically town from Black Ops 2 zombies like in transit, but placed underground with no lava, you know, and just adding like a mansion and a maze. But it's still just so many beautiful ideas connected so well on this map, man. And honestly, so many people still want a version of Leroy to come back. I think Leroy is still the best zombies companion we've ever had in any game.
To let you actually take all your goodies back to the previous round of the
right
game,
on BO2.
You could really honestly dominate the lower level hordes in this map.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
While you beefed up your arsenal and put more.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when this game launched, I get it. Everyone was getting the easy round 100s. It was really when Treyarch nerfed the paralyzer that it got bad. But still, man, Buried is so much fun. The round 100 is definitely more challenging now, but
cash in the
love
bank
this
to
map.
make you
First
better
255 as well.
Fights.
For
I
BO2.
like this map. It's different enough to stand out.
Great map.
Without the unique atmosphere and the world design, but at its core, I think it was a great old school casual zombies experience.
Yes.
I think it's worthy of a top 5 spot.
I agree.
Once again, I really stress casual zombies experience.
He's not going to let that go, man. He's not going to let that go. He wants us to know.
I really hope that's hitting home with you guys. Maybe this will turn out good. Maybe this will be better.
It will, brother.
I'm really
yes, sir.
How it's going to go.
No, bro. Dude, I love this list so far. We're 10 minutes in. It can't be bad. Just not Nocturne Totem next, please.
Especially
no Nocturne Totem.
That we get into the top 3.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
At number 3.
Not Noct.
The Eisendrache.
Okay. Brother. Dude, it's crazy watching like CJ Santa's tier list and he's like dogging all over DE, man. It's like people don't realize how amazing this was. This is Origins simplified, right?
It's a weird case because when this map first came out, it seemed like a lot of people were down on it.
I mean, I didn't think people were down on it. I think people were just annoyed. I think it was just people were annoyed that they had to look up practically all the bow guides, right? And I mean, hey, the YouTubers weren't, I'll tell you that. But I mean, this map was a tough hunt as well. I remember hunting for the Easter egg with MC Sportshawk. This bro literally had to go to the hospital because he was live streaming 3 days straight on this map when it first dropped. I mean, yeah, it was tough for the first couple days, but I mean, it definitely grew on players for sure.
But as time went on, it turned into one of the most beloved maps in COD Zombies history, I think.
Honestly,
yes. I think
this is like, in most people's lists, this is like top 3.
I'd put it in top 3 of all time, probably.
3.
I don't know. It's
Brother, have some confidence, man. Listen, I know the last list might have been tough, but hey,
looking map. It's clear that
I respect the opinions.
The virtual design here and the visual design.
Yes,
everything about the map was
aura,
visually
ambience.
distinct.
I literally went to Der Eisendrache in the real life place at the Hohenwerfen Castle in Austria, and it's insane because somebody at Treyarch must have gone there because they nailed it 1-to-1. The village, the castle, the gondola, the areas, like the area near Double Tap, someone lives there. If you see my 1 million special, you'll understand.
It created an amazing sense of the scope of it was
amazing,
which is appropriate since it's set in a giant
incorporating Moon. Like it felt bigger than Moon, man. That's what DE just cooked.
Austrian castle in 1945, and the Iron Dragon,
cooked.
German for the Iron Dragon, which is one of the coolest map names ever made.
For real,
Several new weapons, new mechanics. They were brought into the mix. You had the Ragnarok DG4. You had the Wrath of the Ancient.
I mean, BL3's maps names, if you don't like say the gibberish version of them, like you have Iron Dragon, you have Island of Despair, City of Blood. Like that's sick.
The map is loaded with Easter eggs, of course, which is always a good touch.
Yeah.
I may have actually been one of the few people who was down on the map when it first came out, but
dang.
I agree with the community's general opinion.
I also think people like this map more when they changed the Gobblegum mechanics, because when Der Eisendrache came out, they swapped the Gobblegum from being only in one machine to every machine and making it free, and that was just the game changer for the mechanic, in my opinion.
That this is a top tier map.
It really
the
is.
gameplay, it's good. The Easter eggs are great. The story was solid.
Yes,
the visuals,
sir.
they were incredible. Even all these years later, if you go back and look,
I mean, dang, this is still better than Liberty Balls, man.
it's still
Come
incredible.
on.
Remember, the map was made around 2016. Still looks
For
this
real.
good.
For
Rare
real.
never pulls their punches with their visual design of their maps, and you.
And I mean, hey, I have the greatest memory of this map as well, playing it early with the Z House. I mean, if there's anyone that has as much of a personal connection to this map, it's got to be me, bro. I've literally had so many. I've been here, bro.
Have to respect that.
It's crazy.
At number 2, there's only 2 left.
Not Nocturne's home, brother.
Not gonna get memed on this one. Origins.
Yes! Dude, here's the thing, though, Chaos. Is this even your list, man? I gotta know. I mean, he rated Origins pretty low back then. I mean, not too low. It was like 5, so I guess it was all right. But, like...
Absolute classic in the COD Zombies community. It was a
a
fantastic way to wrap up the Black Ops 2 season of the story.
This game, literally, Origins, the more I think about it, was just a miracle. Like, everything worked too well on this map. Like, all the staffs, the Easter egg speedruns, people are doing it like 10, 12 years later.
Origins, stars
goodness.
crew. And an absolutely gigantic map, which makes it a
best
pretty
intro
strong
trailer
counter
ever.
argument against all the people
Hands
who say
down.
bigger Zombies maps aren't as good as the smaller ones.
For real.
Origins is also known for the 3 giant robots that stomp around the map. They
Yeah.
give it that distinct feel, that insane sense.
We need more ambience like that. Like, Liberty Falls needs a 3 robots type of atmosphere changer to it, you know? Like, not just, oh, we're in the dark ether, there's some jellyfish. Like, I don't care.
Scope as you run around slaying zombies and keeping your eye out where the giant freaking mechs are. The enemies, they were fun.
Panzer sold that,
The vibes were
iconic.
immaculate with this map.
Bro, this map was so popular. People were playing this map literally all the way straight until BO3 came out. They didn't even play Exo Zombies, man.
Weapons were
It was
good.
just
The crew
Origins.
was iconic. It's got to be one of the best maps in Zombies history.
Hands down.
And a lot of people would have put it at their number 1,
Literally
I think.
number 1.
But
Bro, is Nocturne Totem number 1? Chaos,
still
no,
have one
bro.
other map that I personally,
brother.
now remember, this is me personally, Jimmy.
If you put Knocked at 1, is that even like a real answer? Is that a cop-out?
Personally, not everybody else,
Come on,
thinks
Chaos.
belongs at number 1.
I believe you.
At number 1 today on
Number 1.
the infamous top 10
The best Zombies map
maps
of all time.
I'm going to go with Mob of the Dead.
Okay! Chaos! Bro, you cooked! Bro, you cooked! There's absolutely no hate. There was never hate to begin with, brother. This was an absolute dub. Bro, I respect it. Honestly, over the years, I have to agree that I do think Mob of the Dead is better than Origins. And the reason why is because of my Black Ops 6 Zombies is Doom video, where basically I talk about how there's such an over-reliance on premise later on, like you see in BO3 and in BO4. And in my opinion, Mob of the Dead just cooked up a banger story and just delivered. And that is why I always say, we need more Mob of the Deads, man. We need more new characters, new map, new setting, new story, new ambience, new aura, everything. Put it all in one map and deliver it. That was what Mob of the Dead was. Why we don't go back to that is beyond me. You know, in my opinion, I think we should go back to Black Ops 2 and have every single map have a different HUD. That would be an amazing idea.
Released as part of the second DLC pack for the original Black Ops.
For real.
Mob of the Dead takes place on Alcatraz Island.
That is why, to me, over the years, Mob of the Dead actually is now better than Origins, to me. Like, sure, Origins started off the big premise run, but man, Mob of the Dead cooked from nothing, man.
Which is
from
cool
nothing.
In its own right. Remains one of the most iconic maps in the history of COD Zombies
For real.
as a whole. Not only does it have an awesome setting, but it also eventually moves to the Golden Gate Bridge, and it features some really cool vibes of Prohibition
Rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace a lot of the people in this map, man. It's crazy.
era America while you blast through
Soon the premise characters are going to be ripped, man.
hundreds of zombies,
oh my
and you
gosh.
try to escape in one piece.
Too much, man.
Plays
Too
a group
much.
of gangsters locked up in Alcatraz. Come on, planning on busting your way out, but then you spring your action into, or your plan into action, and a zombie outbreak occurs, and you have to make your way out of the prison while also not getting turned into a zombie, which was a genius concept.
It really
for
was.
COD Zombies.
It really was. And man, it just goes to show, like, they even tried to recreate the magic in BO4 with Blood of the Dead, and everybody's like, nah, Mob was just it, bro. I think any zombies Easter egg where you're like escaping, right? And it's like a prison cell escape, like that in and of itself, everybody likes those movies. Like people like Ocean's 11, you know, or they like different prison escape movies or TV shows, right? And this map just gave you a whole playable experience of that was just so well thought out from start to finish. And it's perfect for every level of player. If you've never played zombies before, this map is amazing for you. If you're a complete veteran, there's so much to learn still. So many Easter eggs. I mean, Mob of the Dead is, to me, what zombies really is. And I've always said this, without this map, I would not have started my YouTube channel. So honestly, Chaos, I have an utter level of respect for you for putting it at #1.
The music,
this map deserved it.
Great.
Yes.
And the songs, you had Johnny
amazing
Cash, you had
music.
Kevin Sherwood.
The
Mob of the Dead
ambience.
will always hold a special place in a lot of people's hearts.
For real.
Slightly more so
For real.
than Origins, if you ask me.
I agree, bro. I agree. Hey, I'm not an Origins hater, but I agree. And like I said, it's because we're over-relying on the ether too much. Dark ether, whatever. Garbage, man. Just give me some gangsters in a prison, bro.
I know it's a coin toss between those two, but
it is,
I mean, you guys let me know. I mean, the community generally, from what I see, thinks it's better. But here we go.
Dude, just the promotional trailers for Mob as well. Like, don't get me wrong. Origins had some insane trailers. But, man, Mob just came out of left field. And I remember when they were showing off the Blundergat and showing off the Electric Cherry and Afterlife. It was like, bro, what is this? This is sick.
I have some extra nostalgia points for the original Black Ops. It's my favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
So that is my ranking. And I'm sure
Chaos is an amazing list, brother.
Think of it.
Yes.
Maybe in a few years.
I'm going to put a W in the comments. Chaos, I'm
Well,
putting a
people that
W in
asked
the
me to do
comments.
this just to,
That's a
play
fat
into the
W.
fun.
I did it.
I'm there. For
W,
it. And
brother.
I did
I'm
have some
liking
people
my
say,
own
did I get
comment.
upset when I got
W.
memed into
No.
Infinity.
Chaos, man. Listen, it's all right, brother. We come and go from our different tier lists, but brother, you cooked.
Absolutely not. Like
You
I said,
cooked.
you got to
You
be able
cooked.
to laugh at yourself. And really it was a fun time.
You cooked, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was 3 years ago. He's going to make me sad. Chaos, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out this man. I'm subbed. I'm liked. Get in here, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean, I'll see y'all in that next one.